Now, we live, baby. Y'all pull up in the first cousin over there. Y'all know what to do. Say we here. First cousin that pull up. Say we here. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. And put my ticker at the bottom. Got my ticker at the bottom. What's cracking, y'all? First cousin that get over there, say we here. Put it in the chat. Say we here. Y'all pull up on YouTube. Pull up on YouTube. I ain't even pull up on YouTube. I ain't even gonna pay IG attention today. Okay. I see y'all. What's up, AJ? What's up? Jess Kareem. What's happening? First one in there. AJ in here. Salute. Salute Black Jet Zoo. Hope I ain't messed that up. What we talk about today, y'all know what the lick read. It's the weekly wrap up, baby. The weekly wrap up, baby. Put it in the chat, put it in the chat, put it in the chat. How was your week? How was your week? What did you do right? What did you do wrong? What did you learn? What you could have done better? What you want to share? Put it in the chat, put it in the chat. Yo, Big B, what's happening? Y'all put it in the chat, man. What it is, Tasha. What up, though, Devin? Hey, you gonna be looking at IG? Nope. I ain't looking at IG. I got IG open so people know. All I'm gonna keep saying to IG is pull up on YouTube. Here to learn and share what it do, what it do, what it do. All right, dig this. Y'all put it in the chat. Tell me how y'all week went. I'm gonna go ahead and get right into it and tell y'all how my week went. My week, my week, my week. Oh man. Oh man. When I tell y'all a test of patience. New YouTube live. Oh, now like it's telling me my YouTube live. When I tell y'all a test of patience, oh man. Hey, it happens. It happens. You know what you do. Say blew my funded account, but I still have my other what it is? Oh, obese. Okay. Hey, it happens sometimes. You know what I'm saying? All you gotta do is get back on the bike, man. It happens. You know what I'm saying? We get caught in our bias sometimes. Sometimes we just spiral. Sometimes we just, you know what I'm saying, make a simple mistake, but it happens. Just get back on the bike, man. Week was up and down. It's been rough. I feel you. It was a rough week for me. You know what I'm saying? It went down. That's what I'm talking about. Hanging there, hanging there. You feel me? I love the love, man. Uh, Skinny dip. What Doc talking about? Oh, skin. Oh no, man. I couldn't get in, man. I couldn't get in. Yeah, your other account. I got that. I figured that out. Yeah, I figured that out. I was like, oh, bees. I don't know. I just figured you're talking about other, because I was thinking account. And then when I saw it, I'm like, I don't know what that is. But I was thinking account. But yeah, my week, man. My week, I ain't do no trading Monday. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't doing what I wanted it would do. I was bearish, you know what I'm saying? I was bearish, but it wasn't give me bearish. I really didn't want to be bullish. It wasn't no catalyst. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't doing what I wanted to do. So I said, forget it. Then Tuesday, you know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, here we go. Here come the drop. You know what I'm saying? I was like, here come the drop. And Monday, no, Tuesday, it ain't give it to me like I wanted, but I got into some puts and you know what I'm saying, I held them. I swung them over to Wednesday because I accidentally bought Wednesday thinking that I bought next week. You know what I'm saying? I accidentally bought Wednesday thinking I bought next week. So I held them over to Wednesday and I was playing like the opposite side. I was playing calls to as a stop loss pretty much. It's like this weird thing I do sometimes. If it be real volatile, instead of playing with the stop loss, I just play calls, you know what I'm saying, when it start going the other way to make up for what's going on at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? I just you know what I'm saying, play calls to make up for what's going on. I mean, on the puts, or play puts for to make up what's going on with the calls. Some weird thing I do sometimes that's not for fresh men, only for live men. Don't do this at home. You know what I'm saying? It's stressful. It drive you crazy. Then Wednesday, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. Wednesday was so stressful. I traded all day. I end up being profitable. Those two trades that I bought on Tuesday did end up going 2-0 on Wednesday for the SPY. The Qs that I had bought, the Q puts that I had bought, they end up, you know what I'm saying, being profitable in the green. And then the other calls and puts that I was buying all day on Tuesday, you know what I'm saying, calls as the stop loss or the hedges, and buying the puts and working with the market all day, I was drained. So it ended up being a profitable day. And I stopped trading after Wednesday, and I ended the week up 58%. I was up 58% on my trading account. I was, for my larger account, my long-term account, I was able to get that. Once I got that back to break even, once I got that back flat, I left that alone. I left it alone because I was, you know, say I was stressed out. I left that alone. And then for my trading account, I ended up being up 58%. You know what I'm saying? Ended up being 58% on my overall. Everybody know I track it for the overall portfolio. Ended up being 58%. I said, you know what? I'm not trading no more this week. I'm stressed out. I'm tired. Shout out to everybody that was everybody that was checking on me. Everybody was like, yo, you okay, Tim? You good? It's gonna be all right. Now I know I was looking like I had, you know, got ran through the ringer, but it actually was a very profitable day. I just was exhausted. I just was mentally drained. I was mentally drained, and I said, I'm gonna give myself a break for the rest of the week. I'm not working no more for the rest of the week. And so I didn't trade yesterday or today. And when I tell you I picked the worst days to not trade, because y'all remember the bearishness that I had, and I was saying it was going to go to a certain point. Guess what it did yesterday and today? It went to that exact freaking point. I'm talking about the bottom dropped out of it. Matter of fact, let me pull up. Let me share my screen. Let me share my screen so I can show y'all exactly what I'm talking about. You feel me? Let me make sure am I sharing the right screen? Let me make sure I'm sharing the right screen. Yes, I'm sharing the right screen. Okay, let me share my screen so I can show y'all what I'm talking about. Google, give me a tab, Google. All right, here we go. Let's pull up Trading View. You feel me? This is Alfred the SPY. Do y'all remember this freaking fair value gap right here that we was talking about when we were way up here at the beginning of this week? Where's Monday? Where is Monday? What is Monday's date? The 18th. So on the 18th, right, we closed here on Monday. On Monday, we opened down here, went up to 439, came down a little bit. Then Tuesday, we ran up, and this when I was like, okay, here come the drop, because we done ran up to this little high right here, right back up to this fair value gap right there. I said, here come the drop, because when we hit it, we backed up off of it, right? Let me make these candles a little bit bigger for y'all. Right? We hit this fair value gap again and backed up off of it a little bit. I said, here come the drop. That's when I bought the puts, right? Thinking I was buying the puts for next week. You feel me? And then, so here go Wednesday. Wednesday drove me crazy. You see what we did? This small little range day right here. We had this small little range day, drove me crazy. I ended up being profitable, ended up 58% of my portfolio overall. I said I ain't trading no more. And here come Thursday. Opened up way up here, a gap up, a classic gap up reversal. I did not expect it to gap up and then reverse this much. It came back to this fair value gap. Today, we gapped down, retraced a tad bit, and then dropped it like it was hot. Went below the fair value gap that I had been talking about ever since March the 3rd. Remember March the 3rd when I drew out this fair value gap? I've been talking about that fair value gap since March the 3rd. And it went to the exact spot on the days when I said I'm not trading. You know what I'm saying? So I had to stick to my disciplines and not trade. I watched all of this drop from the sideline. I watched all of this drop from the sideline. And today, I was on a live Zoom with Boyd and Larry and some other people, and you know what I'm saying, JD, and man, I'm on everybody in there talking about you in this drop, you in this drop, you in this drop. I'm sitting on the sideline crying. Why? Because I gotta stick to the plan. Gotta stick to the discipline over dollars. Did y'all see my new shirt that I'm getting made? Did y'all see my new shirt I'm getting made? I'm getting the red one. This the red one I'm getting right here. Discipline over dollars. You feel me? Y'all like that? If y'all like that, somebody put a 1 in the chat if you like that. If y'all don't like it, put a 2 in the chat. Say, Tim, that's trash. Y'all like that? Discipline over dollars. I'm getting the red one made. That's what it is. Y'all feel I put some work into that one. Put my little spider there hanging down. Spider gang. If y'all like that, put a 1 in the chat if y'all like that, man. That's my shirt I'm getting. I'm waiting on it to come here. I'm gonna be rocking that one. Soon as it get here, you already know I'm putting it on. Yeah, so that was my week, man. That's how my week was. Let me see what y'all had going on. Let me see. What Tasha say? I knew the SPY was going down. What you say? I knew the SPY was going down. I done clicked the wrong thing. Y'all hold on. Okay, there you go. I knew the SPY was going down. Jumped in a little early. Took a hit. But I'm back now. That's what's up. Shout out to homie Quanti, man. Quanti, yesterday, Quanti said he got in a little early because he saw it getting ready to drop. He got in a little early and then got stopped out and then switched his bias and got stuck in his bias and got busted in the head a little bit because it kept dropping, and he switched his bias because he got stopped out early. But it happened to the best of us, man. It's like we look at it so much, and we start seeing what we want to see instead of trading what we see. That looks like liquidity run reversal. You feel me? You seen it. I'm gonna pull the chart back up and I'm gonna see what it's looking like. I'm gonna pull it back up in a minute and see what it's looking like. Don't cry. Nah, I ain't cried. I'm good. Send me that too. Make me feel better. I want one. When the store open. I ain't got the store open yet. When the store, I'm still, and see the reason why I ain't got the, oh, my sweetie on here. I'm like, why that thing keep changing? My sweetie on here. I ain't know. I'm like, why that thing keep changing, man? Yeah, and the reason why I ain't got the stove because like when I was trying to set up my stove, it's like with the lettering, it's like I was having to set up the different shirts. I couldn't just set it up and you pick the color of the lettering. The lettering was whatever I made it. So it'll have different color shirts. You know what I'm saying? It'll have different color shirts. And then what did I say? Oh, that's Mark. Stop by the show. Some love. This Sunday going to be interesting. Mark, pull up on YouTube, man. Pull up on YouTube, Mark. Yeah, come pull up on YouTube real quick. If you still in there. Yeah, Eric, we over on YouTube right now. I just be having the IG open just so it'll what's name. Yeah, pull up on YouTube. Yeah. Shout out Mark. He said he was stopping through to show some love on IG. I happened to see, matter of fact, I happened to see his profile pic, and I'm like, what? That man, it was a long message. Mark wrote a whole dissertation on the what's the name? Yeah, I done got distracted. Oh yeah, let's go back to the charts real quick while I try to figure. I done lost my train of thought. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the store. I was it's like when I make the shirts, right? Like if I make the letters white, the letters be white on every color shirt. So it's like I have to make separate shirts. I got to make white letter shirts, black letter shirts. You know what I'm saying? And so that's I'm trying to figure an easy way around that, because it's like, you know what I'm saying? What if I like black on on red, but somebody else like white on red? You know what I'm saying? Like, so I was like, yeah. Yeah, y'all pull up on YouTube, youtube.com/the new TLR. Right? Um, yeah, let me go back to the chart real quick. Let me go back to the chart real quick so I can see what I mark. Yeah, marking the place to be. Right? Marking the place to be. Yeah. Okay, yeah, let's go back to the chart and see. Mark left a comment on IG saying this Sunday gonna be interesting. Like I told y'all earlier, I don't. Oh no, that was when I was on the stream, and I don't know what he gonna talk about. It's gonna be a surprise to me too. So y'all pull up and see what it's gonna be. So like I was saying, man, this is what I'm looking at now. Matter of fact, anybody else, y'all got to get me some shirts. Yeah, when the shirts come out, we're gonna do that. Y'all see them all over the place tonight, man. But I'm gonna stop looking at the chat for a minute, cause y'all know I'm like a squirrel, and I can't look at the chat and stay focused. But dig it, right? Here we go. I had to sit on the sideline and watch all of this fall down today, because I said I wasn't trading the rest of the week. So it came right down to where I was saying it was gonna go. Now, this is the thing. This is the thing. Let me pop it back full screen to tell you this. This is the thing, right? I am no longer confident in that fair value gap, and I'm about to tell you why. Okay. Okay. All right. So y'all know initially when I drew these lines out, this was my plan. I was like, when we came up here, we gonna come back down. My perfect scenario was to get back to this fair value gap, make a higher low above, you know what I'm saying, this low down here, right? And then get in on the way back up. Now, my thesis, if you want to call it that, has changed slightly. It has been modified, right? So now we're gonna adjust these, get these out the way, because we already, boom, we done did that. You know what I'm saying? Boom, we done did this. I'm getting this out of the way. Now, the reason why my thesis has changed slightly, been modified, is because shout out to the old liquidity run reversal. You feel me? Right? So now here we go. Now that in the last couple of days, what have we made? What, Tim? I don't know what we made. You tell me what we made. Okay, little Timmy Rogers, I'm gonna tell you. You know I got you, homie. Here we go. In the last couple of days, right? This week, should I say, we made, what's this right here? We made a swing low right there, right? Let me make these counters a little bit bigger so everybody can see it, right? We made a swing low right here. We were just right here, just soaking up liquidity. We was consolidating. We was consolidating, soaking up liquidity. We made a swing low here. We made a swing high here. And then we had heavy distribution with some authority, breaking this swing low right here, right? Once we make that swing low and that swing high, we break it with heavy distribution. That's the beginning of that old liquidity run reversal. You feel me? Right? So now that we made this fair value gap, that's the next step of the liquidity run reversal. You see what I'm saying? We got that fair value gap, right? So now what I'm looking at these equal lows, relative equal lows right down here, and then this low here. So whenever we start running liquidity, right? Whenever we start running liquidity, we come to another spot of liquidity before we officially run it, if it's a long ways away, right? Shout out to nephew Quanty for showing us the market maker setup models and all that right there. Remember that. The buy models are V's, the sell models are A's. You know what I'm saying? So we had consolidation here. We sold down. We had consolidation here. We bought back up and broke that consolidation, right? Had a little bit of consolidation here, sold down, consolidation here, selling down. Where does it look like we're trying to get to? Below this consolidation. This would be a V. This would be a A. You know what I'm saying? And when you complete the A, you would be down here. You know what I'm saying? And if we running for liquidity at these relative equal lows, where is the more likely target? These equal lows or that previous low, right? So if the actual target is this previous low, guess what this now becomes? Instead of this being a higher low, this now will be a lower high. And if this becomes a lower high because we run this low, guess what we are still in? Everybody say it with me now. What did this trend line say we was in? Guess what we are still in? If the liquidity we actually searching for is below this low right here, that means we are still in what? Somebody put it in the chat. Hey, look here. I see somebody named Christopher talk about what's good, brother Mark. We on the weekly wrap up. You talk to Mark on Sunday on the Tim Tidbit takeover. Downtrend. Shout out here to learn and share. Downtrend. Shout out Just Kareem. If the liquidity that we are searching for is actually under this low and not just at these relative equal lows, this becomes a lower high and we are still in a downtrend. But on the contrary, if the liquidity that we are trying to get is actually at these relative equal lows, and we come down here, boom, hit this liquidity and make a low anywhere above 1464, we are still, we have broken the downtrend. If we make a low above that and then keep going back up, we have broken the downtrend officially. But if the liquidity we going to is right up under, if it's anywhere under 14.64, we are still officially in a downtrend. That's why this fair value gap right here don't hold the value that it once had when we was first coming to it, because we have set up what's looking to be a continuation down. So now the scenario I'm looking for, and mind you now, if you want to still stick with the original bias that I had of coming back to this fair value gap, and when we start going back up, get in on your swings, hey, that's on you. I'm not a financial advisor, neither am I a fiduciary. This is not financial advice. Hey, you can stick to it, but now my plan is, okay, if we start trading back up tomorrow, if we start trading back up next week, if we start trading back up anytime before we come below 415.12, if before we come below 415.12, just say 415 for close enough for government work. If we start trading back up anytime before the SPY hits 415, I'm looking for it to come. I'm gonna make new lines. I'm getting these lines out of here. I'll make new lines. All right, so if we start coming back up anytime before we hit that, okay, this is my new plan. This is my new what I want to see. You feel me? Right? I'm just gonna start right here where we at, right? So from where we at right now, I want to see it come back up to this fair value gap. It can fill it, whatever, it don't matter to me. I prefer it for it to fill it, right? to this fair value gap, then come on, arrow, then come back down, break this low, but not break that low. I don't want it to break that low, and then I want it to go back up like that right there. Boom. I want it to go back up, at least breaking. If it come back up and at least break, I at least want it to come back up and break this high and come back up into this little fair value gap area right here. I want to at least get back up to there, breaking this high. I don't want it to come down to here and then come back up and fail to break this high. I need it, once it get down here, I need it to come back up and to break this high right there before we drop back down. If we come down here, you know what I'm saying, break these lows and come up here and fail to break this high, that's gonna be ugly still. So now that's my new that's my new what I want to see. You know what I'm saying? That's my new what I want to see. Now, if it decides, you know what I'm saying, it want to fiddle faddle around and then take off to the high side without me, it is what it is. It take off without me. Guess what? The market always gives another opportunity. I'm going to always have another opportunity to get into my leaps, to get into, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be the first one at the party. Hey, if it do what I thought it was going to do initially and take off and go back up, see you bye. See you bye. As far as for my long-term leaps and my swings, I'll be playing, you know what I'm saying, short-term day trade, short terms, you know what I'm saying? But as far as my swings and leaps and all that right there, this is my new what I want to see. But what I honestly feel like, you know what I'm saying, once we decide to come back up to this fair value gap, if we don't keep dropping and break these lows right now, because the market's stupid weak. The market is stupid weak right now. If we don't just keep dropping and break these lows before coming back to this fair value gap, you know what I'm saying, I want to see it come back to this fair value gap and then come on back down here and go ahead and break these lows right now and stop playing with our emotions and let us know we are really in a bear market. We just prove it to us, because right now we at 50-50. You know what I'm saying? Let's run some fibs. Oh, let me show you the weekly real quick before I run the fibs. I just run the fibs anyway since I'm already here. Okay, run the fibs from the high, boom, down to the low, right? We was at, this was the 50-50. Well, let's go to this drop right here. We ain't gonna go to the tippy top. Let's go to the run, like when the downtrend officially started. Cause this was the high, and this is when we officially started the downtrend. We'll use the body of the candle. Y'all gonna use the tip of the body. Let's use the bodies of the candles. We're gonna use the bodies of the candles because that's where the market closed at. All the other wick business, the market makers or whatever you call them, people on the different platforms, they can manipulate them wicks. But we're gonna go with the bodies of the candles. So dig where we was at for the last week and a half or so. We was slap dab at 50%. The glass was half full, half empty. Nobody wanted to be the first one to make the move. Who gonna be the first one to make the move? Who gonna show their hand first? You know what I'm saying? Who riding with a full house? Who riding with 3 pair? Who riding with a Roy flush? Don't nobody want to show their hand first. We were slapped dead in the middle at 50%. If you can't see it on the fibs, right here, 441.63 from how I lined up these fibs. Let's just say 441 for close enough for government work, was the halfway point between when the downtrend started and when the downtrend seemingly bottomed out, right? We were slapped dead in the middle. You feel me? So anytime you in the middle of the road, what I always say, I don't never get into the fight in the middle of the road. I don't never get into the fight in the middle of the road. So as far as my swings and my leaps, that's why I ain't in no leaps and swings, because we've been in the middle of the road for a long time. You see what I'm saying? We've been right here in the middle of the road. And so now the bear said it's our game. And we done took off to the downside. You know what I'm saying? So if the bulls bring it back up here to that fair value gap, guess where we at again? Right back in the middle of the road. You see what I'm saying? That's why my thesis has been modified. You feel me? And again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a fiduciary. Nothing I say should be taken as financial advice. Do your own research. Investing involves considerable risk, and you should always consult a financial advisor before making any investment decisions. You feel me? All right, now let's go to the weekly. Let's go to the weekly chart real quick and show you why I further feel like down is the way to go. All right, dig this on the weekly. Let me get this feel about the way. We done with that, right? So dig this on the weekly, right? On the weekly chart, right? Look what we came up to on this weekly chart right here, right? What is this, my little eye spies, right here on this weekly chart? What is this? Somebody put it in the chat for me. Somebody put it in the chat for me while I line it up. What is this on the weekly chart that my eye spy? What is that? Somebody put it in the chat for me. Somebody put it in. Nobody don't know what it is? Don't nobody know what that is? Okay, Big Chuck. Who is that, Big Chuck, or was that Dave Chappelle? That is a fair value gap. A weekly fair value gap, right? There you go, Tasha. There you go, Tasha. That's a weekly fair value gap, right? What did we do 1, 2, 3 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago, we blast off, cleared the, what is this right here? These two little candles. Can y'all see them candles? I can't really make it out on my screen. Can y'all see these two candles, this green candle and this red candle wick right here? Well, let me put a line there. I'm put a line right here. Boom. That line is on top of them. When them lines touch like that right there, what do we call those? Those are relative what? Those are demand zone. Just Kareem, you must be new here. You must be new here. Nah, this ain't trading with a dummy. This ain't demand zone. Shout out to homie Mark. Trading with a dummy. You in here? Relative equal highs. You feel me? Is the homie Mark in here trading with a dummy in here? It is though. Kareem say it is though. Okay, hey, I give it to you. I don't trade demand zone. I don't trade that right there. So I believe you. Cause Mark trading with a dummy be saying the same thing. And I be telling him like, okay, you speaking French. You speaking French. You parlez-vous right now. You parlez-vous. Okay, so we ran relative equal highs, and 9 times out of 10, when you have relative equal highs and a fair value gap that close, when you run those or lows on lows, equal highs or equal lows, when you run those equal highs or lows with a fair value gap that close, you end up going into the fair value gap too, right? And once we hit that fair value gap on the weekly, we ran relative equal lows, 1. We hit a fair value gap 2. So what's in all of those? What's resting above relative? I mean, equal. I say equal lows, equal highs. What's resting above relative equal highs? Right? What's up there? What's up there above equal highs? Buy stops. Right? What are buy stops, Tim? Hey, Tim, what are buy stops? Little Timmy Rogers, you should know this. I know you know this. Buy stops is when somebody sells short. Right? They sell in this area short, so they put their stop above the equal highs, right? And those stops are market orders. So as soon as they get touched, they get stopped out at market price. You feel me? What's up, Tranisha? Pull up on YouTube. I just seen you over there. Liquidity. There you go. Stops, liquidity, buy stops, whatever you want to call it, it's money hanging out right up here. So when we hit this liquidity, when we hit these buy stops, when we hit that fair value gap, look at how we wicked off of it. Boom. We wicked off that so hard. That's how you know we ran stops. It shot away from that area with some authority. That's how you know we ran stops, right? And ever since we ran those stops on a weekly level, we have been on a tear. You feel me? We have been on a tear. So what does the market do when it runs stops in one direction? When it picks up liquidity on one side? You feel me? Hold up. I got a slide with this right. Let me see. I got a slide with this on it. You know what I'm saying? With the little illustration of the little was it the spy for the options? Was this? Yep, it was the spy for the options. Dig it. When you pick up liquidity, boom, there it is right there. When you pick up liquidity, boom, look at that. What did I say? When you pick the liquidity up, what you do with the liquidity? You pick the liquidity up and you deliver the liquidity. You feel me? You pick the liquidity up and you deliver it. When you pick it up above highs, where do you deliver it to? Below some lows. You feel me? Who at my house? Oh, that's your sister? Okay. All right, let me get out of that. Boom. Right? So, dig this now. On the weekly note, we had equal highs and a fair value gap, right? When we came up, notice here, we made a fair value gap after we ran these, after we came down here, we made these equal lows. We failed to run these lows. We can, on a weekly note, right? Coming down on the week, follow me now, coming down, we made this low, right? Came down, we didn't break this low on this week right here. So that low still has liquidity up under it that never got ran. You see what I'm saying? It still got sell stops up under here that never got ran, right? We took off up here, made this fair value gap on the weekly, and when we ran these equal highs and touched this fair value gap, we sold down and we blew, slapped through this fair value gap right here on the weekly level. We blew, slapped through it, went through it, right? We done came up here and picked up some liquidity to come down here. That's why I say I think the true target is below this low that we made, and we gonna still be in a confirmed downtrend and still be in a bear market. That's why I say that anything can happen. We can come here and break these equal lows right here. After breaking these equal highs, deliver the liquidity right below these equal lows and go on back up. We can do that. We can do that, but I'm looking forward to go a little bit lower and come back up before I believe us taking off to the upside. Well, Tim, why are you doing that? Because, little Timmy Rogers, we don't have no catalyst right now to take us to all new highs. All of the catalysts right now, let me get the screen out the way. All of the catalysts right now is negative catalyst. All of the catalysts right now is bringing us down. You see what I'm saying? All high inflation, raising the interest rates, the war in Ukraine, in Russia, we sending money over there to Ukraine and Russia. The housing interest rates then hit over 5%. You know what I'm saying? Everything is bad news. We ain't been getting no good news. We ain't got no news to take us back to all-time new highs yet. You know what I'm saying? And then another thing that really lets you know that people going like risk off, man, XLP to the moon. Let's look at the chart again. I'm sorry, y'all. Let's look at XLP. Man, look at XLP chart. This a weekly chart on XLP. You feel me? Look at XLP chart. XLP has been killing it. That's how you know folk going risk off. Ain't nobody buying tech. Let me look at tech. Look at tech chart. Look at the direction tech going. Look at the direction tech going. Tech about to make this right here be a low, just a little bit more. Just a little bit more on tech, and all this right here is a lower high, and we'll be still in a confirmed downtrend on tech. All we need to go, we closed at 143. All we need to do is get lower than 140.98. That's if we drop $2 on tech and close $2 lower, and we ain't got to close $2 lower really, but matter of fact, if you look at the closure of the candles, we have already confirmed a downtrend. If you use a line chart, let's look at a line chart. I'm just looking at it right here. If you use a line chart, let's switch it to a line chart. Boom. What that is right there, that's a lower low already. Using a line chart, Tech already made a lower low using the line chart. So Tech using a line chart, because the line chart confirms the close. You know, it don't use the wick. It confirms the close. So Tech has had a confirmed closure of a lower low. So Tech has confirmed it's still in a downtrend. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? And I just noticed that just by looking at it. I'm getting all off on a tangent. I don't know where I'm at. I don't know where I'm at. I just went all off on a tangent. What was I talking about? This definitely missed me on the weekly chart. This is a very credible thesis. Much appreciated. I appreciate you, Big Chuck. Big Chuck, is that you or is that Dave Chappelle done took over your YouTube page? Hey, baby. My sweetie said, hey, Timmy Rogers. Hey, little Timmy Rogers. Timmy Rogers. Now, what I missed? What I missed in the chat? Because I got off on a tangent, man. What I missed in the chat? Hey, this the weekly wrap-up. Ain't nobody, June will be the start of the second half. Okay, yeah. That's what's up, Mark. Yeah, it will. June, we gonna see Gabriel. Hey, Gabriel. Gabriel, this the weekly wrap-up. Stop talking to Mark in the chat. Mark, you gotta leave. Everybody talking to you in the chat. Ain't nobody talking to me. Look at how long. So, Mark, I just reviewed seeing that. Look here. Get out the chat, Mark. They talking to Mark. Hey, anybody want to pull up and share anything? I'm about to put the link in the chat. If anybody want to pull up and share anything, tap on the link. Tap on the link. I'm about to put the link in the chat. If you want to pull up and share how your week went. if you want to pull up and share, them just jokes, Mark. What's up, Draco, what's up with you, Draco in the building, man. Shout out my sister Draco, man. I got nothing but love for you, baby. I got nothing but love for you, honey. Shout out my sister Draco, man. I like Draco. Hey, if anybody want to pull up, click on the link. Click on the link that I put it in the chat. Click on that link right there, and you can pull up and share how your week went, or you can pull up and just share what you want to say. Share what it let who stay. You talking about Mark? Mark pulling up on Sunday. Y'all ask questions to Mark on Sunday. Y'all supposed to be sharing I be on Twitter sometime, but I don't really rock with Twitter like that. My wife a Twitter bandit. You want to talk to her about Twitter? Okay, that's what's up, Mark. Prayers for you. I'm dealing with your issues there. Prayers for you dealing with your issues. I see you Sunday. Appreciate you for pulling up, man. I appreciate you for pulling up on Sunday. You know what I'm saying? You're a real one, Mark. Salute. What you think you keeping Dustin from man? Mark trading with a dummy just text me. Pull up on YouTube, man. Ain't nobody got nothing? Drake can say she passed a few combines. That's what it is. That's what the lick read. Y'all clap it up for Draco. Clap it up for Big Draco. Put the claps in the chat, man. Put the claps in the chat. What's up, Eric? What's up, Triangle Queen? Shout out Area, the Triangle Queen. Congrats, Draco. Hey, what else? Bro helped me out the other day. It's all good. I don't know what that is. I missed that. Do anybody want to pull up? Do anybody want to pull up and share their week? All right, man. If ain't nobody gonna share their week, I don't see nobody sharing their week no more in the chat. Some people shared their week earlier. Clap it up for everybody that shared their week earlier. I can't remember exactly what everybody said, but everybody clap it up for the people that shared their week earlier. I just want to encourage everybody to stick with your plan. Stay focused. Like I say, I had a profitable week overall, but the week was very draining mentally for me. So I decided to take Thursday and Friday off Come to find out, Thursday and Friday was the worst time to take off because it did exactly what we had been talking about. When I say we, I mean me and you, Spider Gang. We had been talking about this ever since March the 3rd. We had been talking about the market dropping down to where the market is right now since March the 3rd, and I missed the drop because it was on 2 days. It happened on 2 days when I said I was going to take off, and I got to stick to a plan at all costs. Stick to your plan at all costs. The market will always give you another opportunity because it ain't no guarantee if I did get in and trade that I was going to be profitable, because I know 4 or 5 cousins that DM me saying, yo, man, I went against the grain. I got stopped out. I even had one cousin hit me up saying he blew his account. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, it ain't no guarantee that I would have been profitable if I would have broke my rules. But it is a guarantee that I stayed profitable because I stuck to my rules. Because don't nobody know what tomorrow gonna bring. Only thing we know is what we've already done. You know, and what I had already done was become profitable on the week. So I wasn't going to give anything back because my mind needed to relax. I needed to take a break. I got an opportunity to sit around and chill with my sweetie for 2 days, even though she's sick and we was on opposite ends of the couch. And I'm looking at her talking some. I was still chilling with my sweetie. You feel me? So hey, it's always gonna be another opportunity, man. Stick to your plan. You know what I'm saying? Don't beat yourself up if you enter a trade and it go against you. The only time you beat yourself up for a trade going against you is if you broke a rule. If you broke a rule, beat yourself up. Hold yourself accountable. Punish yourself some kind of way. If you didn't break a rule, it wasn't a bad trade. It just wasn't your trade. Always remember that, man. Always remember that. Started off bad, finished strong. That's what I'm talking about. Because you stayed focused. You started off bad and you stayed focused. That's why you finished strong. I appreciate that, Just Kareem. Hey, man, family over everything. That's truth. That's the truth. Okay, Briscoe. Oh, that Briscoe. What's up, Briscoe? Family over everything. Hey, I'm about to get up out of here, man. If ain't nobody got nothing, I see don't nobody want to pull up and share their story. I see Joe Rogan homeboy pulled up in here. He said he ain't sharing my stuff. He said he ain't sharing my stuff. Joe Rogan homeboy. All right then, man. That's it, y'all. I'm about to get out of here. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all for pulling up for the weekly wrap up. I think that's it, man. I ain't got nothing else. See y'all this Sunday. For anybody who don't know, for the next few Sundays, we doing Tim Tidbit takeovers. This Sunday is gonna be the cousin, the one that got a lot of us into trading options, right? And for anybody who don't know who that is, I'll share the screen real quick just so y'all can see what I'm talking about. We got a cousin that's pulling up this Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We got the homie Mark Monroe, special guest. He said this Sunday is going to be interesting. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be pulling up this Sunday and doing a Tim's Tidbit takeover. Y'all like what I did there with the takeover? Y'all see how I put the little come up series in there for the A? See, man, I be using the noodle sometimes. Y'all don't know I used to do graphic design, man. So Mark Monroe gonna do the Tim's Tidbit takeover this Sunday. He got some big shoes to fill because the nephew Quaney, who did the first Tim's Tidbit takeover, oh, he tore the building down. You feel me? He tore the building down. And then then the first, on May the 1st, that's Mark gonna be the 24th, May the 1st, my financial advisor, Dustin Tibbetts with Jazz Wealth Management, he gonna pull up and do a Tim Tidbit takeover, and he gonna be sharing retirement strategies. He gonna give us a tip on some retirement strategies. You know what I'm saying? Then on the 8th, that's Mother's Day. I ain't doing nothing. I'm chilling with my sweetie. Even if she's still sick, I'm chilling with my sweetie. And then on the 15th, on May the 15th, the cousin Zay. The cousin Zay gonna pull up and do a Tim's Tidbit takeover. So for the next few weeks, I ain't gonna be running my mouth. It's gonna be another cousin that's doing the takeover. Mark on the 24th, Dustin on the 1st, and then the cousin Zay on May the 15th. And then, like, if anybody else want to pull up, let me know. We can just keep on doing Tim's Tidbit takeover until the summertime. You know what I'm saying? Each one teach one. I don't know everything. I ain't the sharpest knife in the tool. I mean, I ain't the sharpest knife in the kitchen. I ain't the sharpest nail in the tool bag. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I'm about to get out of here, man. Yeah, I used to make party flyers. You feel me? I did. I used to make party flyers. I used to make CD covers. I used to make all kind of stuff, man. Anyway, I'm fun to get out of here, man. I appreciate y'all for always helping out. Oh, yeah. Share the YouTube page with as many cousins as possible. My birthday is August the 6th, right? My birthday is August the 6th. And I want to try to get to 2,500 cousins subscribed on YouTube by my birthday. Right now, we are at 900. Let me see what we at right now. We finna check it together. Right now, we are at... How do I see where... We are at 998 subscribers. Oh, man, we almost at 1,000. We at 998 subscribers right now, right? Oh, somebody said 998. Who peaked it already? Somebody peaked it before me. We at 998 subscribers right now. So, you know what I'm saying? We're trying to get to 2,500 by August the 6th. So share it with everybody you know. Share it with every cousin you know. And what Doc said, Briscoe, I agree. What? Briscoe, I agree with you. My best trade while I'm sleeping. Oh, seeing patience. Oh yeah, cause you ain't watching it and you ain't getting all emotional about it. That's why it's your best trade, cause you just letting the trade work. When we sit there, that's why I was so emotionally drained this on Wednesday, because I was sitting there looking at the charts all day long. I was draining myself emotionally. If I would just walked away, the trade was gonna do the same thing, but I stayed there glued and massaged the trades all day long. You know what I'm saying? All right, man. I done said I'm gone like 20 times, but I'm gone for real this time, man. I appreciate y'all. Till the next time, gone.